Okay, Dad, we've made it to the Franklin United Methodist Church, and of course this is where our family has gone to church, it seems like forever. I haven't been here too much over the years, Christmas and Easter maybe, but the occasional visit to Franklin and coming to church with you and Mom. But you've been here many, many, many times for many years. What can you tell us about the church?
Well, we moved to Franklin in '54, correct?
Yes.
And we first looked at the Congregational Church because that's what your mom was. But we saw lots of good things about this church at the time, so we came here, and we've been here ever since. And that makes it, what, 61 years?
That's a long time.
Almost 61 years, I believe, that we've attended this church. It's been wonderful. Kathy was married here, and Tom's two children, they came up from Florida purposely to have their two children baptized here.
TJ and Kelly.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was a lay leader here in the 60s. Your mother was a lay leader here in the 80s. I sang in the choir a good 5-6 years, both in 60s and recently. I just left the choir a couple of years ago, 2 or 3. And your mom has done a lot of work in the church in many ways. In addition to being a lay leader, in many ways, they had a women's society she was part of, and she ran a program that brought the bishop players to this church, and they were a traveling national group that did religious plays, and it was a beautiful play. And I remember standing behind Bea and Ray Peterson. They were members of the church. Ray ran a insurance company, and I was so excited for her and for the enjoyment of the play. And I said to Bea, who was in front of me, "Wasn't that a wonderful play?" And she says, "I didn't like it." So that kind of finished that one. But we've had a wonderful time in this church, and I'm not sure if there's something else important that I've missed. I was vice president and was in charge of programs for a year or two in the Men's Brotherhood group, and we did a lot.
You sang in the choir, of course.
Sang in the choir for a number of years.
Mom did a sermon here. One or more? Just one? More. Mom's done many sermons.
I did a couple of sermons here.
Several sermons.
So we've been pretty active.
Yep, you sure have.
Your mom still goes faithfully whenever she can. I go not so faithfully. I kind of make it a once-a-month affair.
That's a good thing, Dad.
I aim for once a month, partly because it's just difficult for me to get there on time. And you know the old saying, "Get me to the church on time"?
Yeah.
Well, I'm struggling with that one.